Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. So guys, we are going to talk about the Black Stars. Now before I begin today's video, let's warm up small. Let's listen to some Black Star Jama and then we'll come back and then continue. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the Jama from the Jama Master Asamoah, the baby jet. So guys, in today's video, we are going to talk about the Black Stars last game in the AFCON Cup of Nations qualifiers against Central African Republic. Now, that game would be played on the 7th of September, 4 p.m. at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. So guys, those are the details of the last game for the Black Stars in the AFCON Cup of Nations qualifiers. It's a must-win game for the Black Stars. If we lose, we are out. So we can either draw or win that game to qualify for AFCON 2024 in Ivory Coast. Now in today's video, we are going to concentrate on players likely to be called up by Coach Chris Hughton, and we are going to focus on the defenders. Now, this is a very long series we are going to do on the defenders, the goalkeepers, the midfielders, and analyze the whole team before the game starts on the 7th of September. So guys, I entrust you to actually follow us on this journey as we talk about the Black Stars. Now, you can see on your screen, shout outs. I'm giving shout outs to all these guys here because they have been very integral. There are a lot of guys, but this is just part one. As we continue with this series, I'll be bringing out names of guys that have helped this channel, and I appreciate your support very much for Sports Corner GH. Keep on commenting, keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and thank you very much. God richly bless you. So guys, quickly, let's look at the squad. Let's look at the 8 defenders and 6 standby defenders likely to be called out by Coach Chris Hughton. Now, let's begin with the right back. Now, with the right back, the first player I believe would be called out by Coach Chris Hughton is Denis Odoi. Now, Denis Odoi is the oldest player in the Black Stars setup. Anytime he gains call up to the Black Stars, he has shown that age is just a number. He gives out his all and plays very well. He plays for Club Brugge, and I believe that his expertise and everything he has shown, he's going to end a call up with the Black Star squad. The next player I believe would end a call up with the right back position would be Tariq Lamptey. Now, Tariq Lamptey has been suffering with injuries a bit, but I believe that now he's fit and he has been playing some few games for Brighton and Hove Albion. Let's not forget, at Brighton and Hove Albion, he's being used as a left back. But in the Black Star setup, he's being used as a right back. So as to whether the coach is going to change that or, use what is being used at, Brighton and Hove Albion, it depends on the coach. But in the Black Stars that we have seen so far, we have seen that he has played at that right back position. Also, Sqaud is the next player in that right back position I believe Coach Chris Hughton is going to call up. Now, Sqaud, we all know, plays for Clermont Foot. He has been very, very influential for the Black Stars during the World Cup and also for his club side, Clermont Foot. In the last game we played in the AFCON Cup of Nations qualifiers, he wasn't around. He was injured. Now he's fit. He's playing good football, and I believe he's going to end a call up. So, guys, our right back, you can see the names on the screen: Denis Odoi, Tariq Lamptey, and also Sqaud. Now, let's look at our left back. And our left back, I believe Gideon Mensah would be the notable name when it comes to that particular position in the Black Stars. He plays for AFCON in the French Ligue A. Now, Chris Hughton has visited him to check up on his, injury status. He's fine now. He's training. He's doing everything. So I believe Coach Chris Hughton would call him up, looking at the fact that he went to visit the player in France. So moving away from him, another player I believe is going to play that particular left back position will be Patrick Kpozo. Now, Patrick Kpozo, he has been called up 2 times into the Black Stars. Now, he played the last one, and people were not impressed, but I believe that everybody deserves a second chance. So I believe he's one of the players that we should be looking out for. Coach Chris Hughton would call up this player. I believe if there are no other options, Patrick Kpozo would be in the Black Star setup at the left back position. Now, moving away from that, let's look at the center back position. So I've mentioned 4 players already. or 5 players, already. The left back, Gideon, Mensah, and Patrick Kpozo. The right back, Denis, odoi, alidu, seidu, and then Tariq Lamptey. Now, let's look at our centre back. Now, our centre backs, them all have gone to new teams. New teams. Now I'm going to be with Alexander Djiku. He left Strasbourg to Fenerbahce, and we already know Alexander Djiku in the Black Stars. I don't need to say too much. We have also seen him in Fenerbahce squad. He's doing so well. His numbers are speaking for him. And I believe he's going to be part of the Black Star setup to face Central African Republic. The next player I believe is going to be part of Coach Chris Hughton's squad, the defenders, to face Central African Republic would be Daniel Amartey. He has also moved from Leicester City to Besiktas. In his debut game, he scored a goal just 10 minutes into the game. So we already know the capabilities of Daniel Amartey when he's given, that opportunity, that game time to play. And even when he wasn't playing at Leicester City, he was still playing for the national team. Though you see how valuable he is to the national team. Now, the next player I'm going to talk about in the centre-back position is Mohammed Salisu. He also left Southampton to AS Monaco. Our defenders are moving. Now, he's here to make his debut, but I believe that, since he has moved, he is now free from injury. He's training because the last games we played in the Black Stars, he has been sidelined because of injury. Now he's fit. And a fit Mohammed Salisu would always start in the Black Stars. And I know Coach Chris Hughton needs the win. So he's going to bring up all these players. Now the next player that I believe Coach Chris Hughton is going to call is Joseph Aidoo of Celta Vigo. Now, Joseph Aidoo has been part of the squad several times, and we saw him play in the last game for the Black Stars when Alexander Djiku got injured. And, he did quite well. Plenty of people were quite impressed with his performance, and I believe he's also going to end a call-up. So, guys, on your screen is the centre-backs. I believe Coach Chris Hughton is going to call up Alexander Djiku, Daniel Amartey, Mohammed Salisu, and also Joseph Aidoo. So these are the total 8 or 9 players I believe Coach Chris Hughton would call up for the defensive part of the Black Stars. Now, let's come up and talk about the standby players. I believe these players are going to make the standby list. Reason being that anything can happen between now and 7th of September. Injuries can happen. Personal reasons can happen. Players might not be happy. Also can happen. So these players are on standby list to replace any of the 8 players or 9 players I mentioned earlier. Patrick Fiefa. Now, ever since Patrick Fiefa switched nationality to play for Ghana, he has never ended a call-up yet. In fact, the other players that end nationality, they all end call-up. Aside him, we are yet to know the reason why he has not ended the call-up. Looking at how well he has played for Darmstadt 98 to qualify for the German Bundesliga and how he is performing for his new team, Augsburg, in the German Bundesliga. I mean, we need to see this player in the Black Star setup. We hope Chris Hughton, makes some changes and call up this player to the Black Star setup to face Central African Republic. Also, Nicolas Opoku, Coach Chris Hughton visited him in France in his club side. Let's see what will happen. He was part of the Black Star squad when we played the last game against Madagascar. He was quite good. He's a very tall player, and I believe if anything else, he would be called up to the Black Stars if there is a small space or small chance in the Black Star squad. So he is part of the standby list. We also have Kasim Adams. Now, Kasim Adams came into the Black Star squad the last time we played against Madagascar to replace injured Alexander Djiku. Now that Alexander Djiku is fit, it's up to the coach to see whether he was going to call Kasim Adam or not. We also have Baba Idrisu. Now, Baba Idrisu has left Chelsea to PAOK. He's playing good football. He's doing well. But as to whether the coach is going to call him or not, I mean, that is based on the coach's discretion. So, guys, this is the standby list. You can see it on your screen. Patrick Fiefa, Nicolas Poku, Kasim Adams, and also Baba Rahman. We also have Derek Atakon, who is a left back, and I believe if anything else, he could also end a call-up to the Black Stars. Derek Atakon, he's a left back. So, guys, these are the defenders I believe Coach Chris Hughton should be calling, likely to face Central African Republic. Let me know if I missed a player, or let me know if a player is not supposed to be in this list, or a player, maybe I've not mentioned a player. Let me know down below in the comment section. We will bring you that of the midfielders, the wingers, and then the forwards in our subsequent video. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next video. Chale, we go.